Hello, Leo. What is good with you? It's time for your September 2022 main monthly reading. Okay. Main monthly reading for Leo. We are going to start this off with the past person. Okay. If you're not dealing with or inquiring about a past person, this part of the reading is not for you. Let's get a general energy outline between Leo and the past person, universe. If you'd like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. Remember, that's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Please do not get scammed, okay? If it's not listed in the description of the video, it's not me and it's not mine. That's a short, efficient way to say it, right? Trying to think of the shortest, sweetest way to say it so I'm not taking up a bunch of time babbling. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see. General energy outline between Leo and the past person. General energy outline between Leo and the past person. Five of Swords reversed. Okay, that could be a good step in the right direction. Oop, oop, oop. Ooh, the Five of Wands, though. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Swords. Okay, now this is kind of confusing. I might need to clarify this whole spread, possibly. Look, okay, so this is what yells at me first. And these two came out back to back. That's not good. That is not good. Somebody here is planning something or trying to do something really sneaky, snaky, and manipulative. Okay, I'm showing you the cards so you know I'm not just making this up. That's not good. Whoever it is that's planning this, it almost looks like it's going to backfire. I might have to clarify this whole spread here. King of Wands. So it feels to me like it's going to be some kind of attempted reconciliation. But it doesn't look like it's going as planned. It does not look like it's going as planned. Let me clarify this. Let me just consult one more deck real quick here. Hang on. Don't let that be the official. Let me clarify this. Ooh, as soon as I split the deck, Five of Wands again. Okay, so it looks like there very well may end up being some drama. Some unnecessary drama. Six of Swords. Justice. Is there legal issues involved for some of you? I see communication. I do see communication again. Attempted reconciliation. Okay, so I do see some sort of communication. Looking to me like some sort of attempted reconciliation, trying to rebuild this. Somebody here has the hopes of rebuilding this and starting new and starting fresh. For whatever reason, though, somebody's either playing a nasty manipulative game, or maybe you think they are. Maybe somebody's being accused of lying, manipulating. Whatever, it's looking like it's taken a pretty sharp left-hand turn in the wrong direction. Is what it looks like to me. That's kind of the general outline that I'm seeing here. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. That's why I had to clarify the first spread, because when I'm shuffling, and I'm pulling the energy in, I usually kind of start getting little images in my mind of where this reading is going to go. And when the cards come out, and it's about 85 to 90% accurate, but when the cards come out looking nothing like what I expected, I'm like, whoa, what? Let's look at this past person's true feelings and intentions here. What are their true feelings, true intentions? What are they really trying to do? What do they really want? Two of Cups, they want to reconnect with you. This person does want a reconnection. Ten of Pentacles reversed. There's a third party, isn't there? There either is or there was a third party here. I feel like this person's probably, in the time that you all have been separated, they've been trying to find somebody new, and they've probably seen some new people. So there's definitely, they've gone out and they've picked up some energy from other people, maybe slept with a couple of people, and then when you start doing that, it's almost inevitable. You are going to hook into some kind of situationship, whether you want it or not. You go out and you start seeing all these different people, date this person one day, sleep with this person the next day, date that person the next day. Eventually, you're going to hook somebody in, and there's going to be some energetic tie, some situationship you might not even want. So that's kind of what I'm feeling like is happening here. It feels to me like this person's been trying to find somebody new. And there's definitely a third party, third energy in here somewhere that I don't think they're telling you about. I don't think they're telling you about it. This person wants to reconcile things with you and live happily ever after. But they're not telling you what they've been up to since y'all have been separated, Okay, Page of Swords. So they want to try to just pick everything up, where they left off, but just stuff everything else under the rug and like not tell you everything that's been going on, That makes sense? Did y'all get notified today? Y'all didn't get notified, did you? Whatever, man. All right. Well, let's see the outcome here. What is the outcome? I see you walking away. Walking away. Do-do-do. Oh, yeah. See? You're putting your foot down. Hang on. Let me see here. See? No. Some of you might not even respond to this person's. You're either not responding to it or you're you're just completely ignoring them and shutting them down. Queen of Swords. You're sticking with the facts. I don't see you connecting with this person emotionally. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, both reversed, Queen of Swords upright. That means no emotional connection. I'm not allowing my emotions to make any stupid decisions for me. If I would have done that to begin with, we wouldn't even be here right now, right? So that's kind of what I'm feeling like you're doing here. I don't even honestly think that, I don't know, that Five of Wands was in the beginning. That may have been a warning because the Five of Swords is reversed again too. So maybe for the very small number of you who actually buy this person's bullshit, it's probably going to it's going to end up popping off into, once all the lies and all the bullshit starts bubbling up to the surface, yeah, it's going to turn ugly. It's going to turn ugly. Is there any advice for Leo? Yeah, take anything that they say with a pinch of salt. If you couldn't trust them when y'all separated, don't think you can trust them now. If you couldn't trust them when you separated, don't think you can trust them now. Page of Swords reversed. I wouldn't even entertain this. I wouldn't even respond. I wouldn't open up. If you do, because you know what I like to do? I like to meet you in the middle. I try not to go one extreme or the other. I don't want to say, yes, jump into this and rebuild it and live happily ever after. But I also don't want to say, no, shut this person out, just walk away from them. How about let's try to find somewhere to meet in the middle? And if you can open a line of communication and just open a line of communication, no expectations. If they text you and then all of a sudden stop responding, don't shit your pants. Just go about your life. Oh, okay. Don't beg them. Don't be blowing them up if they stop responding or you know what I mean? Just go along with it. You take control of this situation, okay? You take control. Show that you have boundaries set and you're not going to run chasing after them. You're not going to go begging. Show them that you're the one in control here, okay? All right. Singles. So this right here, I'm kind of reworking this one a little bit. So this here is looking at when is the next person coming in September. And if a new person is not coming in September, what's holding it up? This is mainly for single Leos who have just been like kind of sitting stagnant and either can't meet nobody, or everybody you do meet, you're just not connecting with. So is something new long-term coming in September? If not, what's holding it up? Singles, Four of Pentacles. So some of you just aren't really meeting anybody you feel comfortable opening up with. Two of Wands. There we go. Okay. So I see what's going on here. Some of you aren't really meeting somebody that you feel comfortable opening up with. And right now, I feel like you're at a crossroads anyway. You're at a crossroads anyway. Some of you may either have like some sort of financial opportunity coming up, or you may be contemplating what's worth investing my energy into. A lover or my financial abundance. Like I've said before, I think y'all have heard me say this before. I've never seen anybody manifest both at the same time. I mean, I'm sure it's happened out there somewhere, but generally speaking, I've never witnessed anybody on the same day end up manifesting the career that aligns with their highest good and meeting their life partner. I've never witnessed that happen. Again, there are exceptions, but generally, one comes first and then the other follows shortly after. Very, very typically. So that's kind of what I'm feeling like is going on right here. I'm feeling like the universe has you on a path right now where, and you'll see this happen too. I even learned this in Mind Mastery School. So this isn't just some philosophical opinion. The energy and the vibration that it takes to actually align with the career that aligns with your highest good can very easily be depleted. Very easily be depleted by sex, intimacy, and relationships. You will notice lots of people, not everybody, but lots of people who end up blowing up and becoming incredibly financially successful very often go a long period of time with no sex and no relationship. Very often. Again, it's not a rule. It doesn't have to, but very frequently you see that happen because that creative life force energy is being channeled elsewhere. Is this making sense? So I'm kind of feeling like the path that you're on right now, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and then later on down the line, here comes your person. So I'm feeling like the next person due to come in is one of those connections that's really intense. These are those connections you can't just walk away from. These are those connections that grab you by the soul and have you questioning your entire existence. And you definitely want to have your head on straight when that person comes in. Well, let's see what the next person's true intentions are. See if we can get some information on their energy and intentions. Ooh, they're carrying a lot of vibration. Of course, that always comes up. Are still carrying. Some of them just could have had straight up baggage, like a baby mama, baby. Could, be going through a divorce, something like that. Seven of Wands reversed. So this person does not want drama, and they may be a little bit reluctant to jump in with both feet because they do have a fear of abandonment. They're probably accustomed to being alone, but there's still something a little bit weird and off about them because they may be accustomed to being alone. They just don't prefer it, So you may notice that kind of weird. You ever meet that person who looks really independent, but something's fucking weird about them? It's because they can function very good on their own, but they would really rather not be. So this person kind of has this psychological conundrum that they're dealing with where they function really good alone. They they're doing really good by themselves, but they're very lonely at the same time. That makes sense? However, I do think that you will start to see kind of unexpectedly, once this person begins to actually start trusting you, they're going to, it's almost kind of like they're shifting into a different person. Really, what they're doing is they're opening up and expressing their true feelings. Okay. I kind of feel like this is coming in a little bit later, though, honestly. And the universe would really prefer you to be in a psychological state where you can keep your head above water. Because those type of intense connections like that can drive you crazy. They can drive you crazy. They can have you questioning your entire identity. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Let's see the outcome. What is the outcome? Queen of Swords. So I don't really see you connecting with somebody emotionally who doesn't connect with you. So you're kind of mirroring their energy back to them. It looks like it is starting off very sexual. But as the connection grows more and more intense, I still see you trying to, like I said, keep your head above water and almost kind of fight the connection. But a solid decision isn't really being made on both of your parts. Y'all are both kind of overthinking this. You're both kind of overthinking this. But you know what? When you got one of these kind of connections, I'm going to tell you what, overthink it all you want. Fight it all you want. You try to go and walk away from something like this, it's going to be really, really hard. This isn't these types of connections you can just walk away from and brush it off your shoulder, you know. You got a pretty intense connection coming in. A pretty intense connection coming in. What's the best advice? What is the best advice? Work on letting your guard down. Work on letting your guard down. I know that's easy to say and hard to do. I know. See, the next connection due to come in, I really feel like a lot of y'all, it's time for your person to go ahead and show up. It's going to make it really, really difficult for your person to show up, though, if you're guarded. Very difficult. Very difficult. Proceed with caution. Anytime the universe brings somebody into your life, always step back and ask, are you my person or are you a test? Are you testing me? And remember, always think in terms of, do I believe the universe has one person picked out for me? Now, this is all centered on your beliefs. I know there's all kinds of beliefs out there. There's some people who believe in having multiple partners and this and that. Whatever. Do I believe that at least one individual on this planet aligns with my highest good? If I believe that, and the answer is yes, do I believe that the universe is so stupid that the person it has picked out for me is somebody that speaks such a different love language than I do, that I'm going to be confused about their intentions, their feelings, and whether or not that I can trust them? Is the universe that goddamn dumb? Do I believe that the universe is that stupid? So just always sit and think about some things when the universe brings somebody into your life. Can I tell what your true feelings are? Am I confident that I know what your intentions are? Am I 150% sure that I can trust you? If I answer no to any of those questions, do I believe that you're the person the universe has picked out for me? Now, these are just some questions to ask yourself. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. Okie dokie. All right, new person. Let's look at the energy surrounding Leo and the new person. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Some of y'all dealing with a workplace relationship, maybe. Some nervousness involved in this situation here. Okay, so I see you all in communication. Communication looks really good. But as far as taking things to the next level, I don't really see that happening in September. I feel like September is going to be a big period of looking for red flags. Reflecting back on the last person. Thinking about all the red flags you saw in the last person. And looking to see if any of those red flags are present with this new person. You know, I feel like September is going to be a big period of that kind of shit, you know? And I mean, nothing wrong with that, I don't guess, but this is another reason why emotional independence is so important. Because if I'm emotionally independent and I'm not coming from such a place of fear, I'm not necessarily going to be looking for red flags, you know, because you do that out of a fear response. You're looking for the red flags out of fear. If I'm emotionally independent, I'm not going to be looking for them, but if a red flag pops up, I'll know what to do. Does this make sense? Balance. We don't want to turn a blind eye, but we also don't want to spend all of our time sitting around looking, putting you through tests and this and that. And because if you put enough energy into desperately trying to find a red flag, you'll invent one. You'll invent one that probably never would have been there to begin with. This is where, you know, working with energy and whatnot becomes so tedious. Okay, well, let's see this person's true intentions. Let's see their actual energy and intentions at the deepest level. 10 of Wands reverse. So they're not wanting to bring any of their past baggage into this new relationship. They're doing the best they can to heal and start over fresh with a clean slate. No, this person's unhappy though. This person does have lots of feelings for you and does seem to be pretty independent, but is kind of generally unhappy and a little bit pessimistic. That's what this feels like to me. This person's a bit pessimistic. Not needy, not lonely, not desperate, but kind of pessimistic. It's the biggest thing that I can see about this person. Glass is half empty, you know. I'm always preparing myself for the worst case scenario. I'm always expecting the worst. You know, that type of person. Aren't those motherfuckers just a drain? You know, just a drain. Now, I'm not saying don't be realistic, but sometimes people say I'm just being realistic as a poor excuse for being extremely negative, you know? Again, one of those things that's very relative. But my thing is, if you spend more than 50%, 60, 70, 80, 90% of your day focusing on nothing but the negative, you're a soul sucker. You know, we want to have a healthy balance. I'm aware of the negative. I'm aware of the positive. I'm feeding most of my energy to the positive. But you know, that person, they look very kind of soul sucking and pessimistic, dude. They do. See what I'm saying? This person looks like they're kind of negative. Not a bad person, though. I don't feel like bad intentioned. You know, when you say that, that kind of sounds like I'm calling them a bad person. I don't think this person's a bad person. You know, you can be the most well-intentioned person on the planet and still be extremely fucking negative. You know that, right? Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. And I see lots and lots and lots of people, especially in the spiritual community, who don't quite see that far into it. You know, they think that just because their intentions are good, that makes them a positive person. No, not necessarily. All right, let's see the outcome here. What's the outcome? Two of Pentacles again, like I already said. I don't see a solid decision being made. Two more. Four of Cups reverse. So you're not passing up on this opportunity, but you're not making a solid decision either. Very, very sexual, like I said. But I still, and especially Mercury retrograde. Come on now. Come on now. I'm going to start talking about it because pre-shadow's coming up here real soon. I still see September being this big, long, drawn-out period of you stepping back, like looking at it like, would it be worth it for me to dump all of my energy into this connection? Would it be worth it for me to dump all my eggs into this basket? Should I give every ounce of my heart, soul, and effort into this relationship? I see that. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. I don't know, man. Weighing out the pros and cons. Could be an Aries, by the way. Aries or Capricorn I have here. Well, let's get that advice then. Oops, I put these on the wrong deck. Let's get that advice then. Let's get that advice. What's the best advice for Leo? You got to make a solid decision. I mean, at the end of the day, the first thing that we have to understand as humans is that this little ego, analytical, critical, logical thinking brain isn't really capable of much. Not really. Not really. I mean, not in comparison to all the information that's out there. You couldn't, with your brain, process all of the information that's happening on the street you live on. Every conversation, every radio wave, you know what I mean? Like just the street you live on, your brain couldn't process all the information that's on the street you live on. Okay, so there's only so much that we can overthink. After a certain point, we need to know where to draw the line between, okay, I've thought of everything I possibly can process. Time to make a decision, okay? Time to make a decision, one way or the other. Yep, see? Two of Swords, Two of Wands, both reversed as the advice. So if you're going to do it, go all in. If you're not going to do it, cut it off immediately, okay? We don't want none of it. Because see, I think that, especially in today's day and age, is a big problem. I mean, you know that I talk about a lot of the problems, but here's another one that's really, really prevalent, and that is nobody being 100% all in. It's 2022. All I got to do is grab my phone and say, oh, I don't like this person. Let me go try somebody else. And if you don't like them, okay, let me go try somebody else, So it's almost like nobody is all the way in. We got to narrow our focus down to either one fucking person or, if you're wanting something serious, either one person or no person. Now, if you're that type of person that likes to play games, then you should just stick to just playing games. See what I'm saying? But with this situation right here, I think throughout September, some kind of solid decision needs to be made. Okay. And if you see the potential and whatnot, all right, I'm all in it. But if you don't string it on for another month just in case. If you determine that you don't really think it's going to be worth it, cut it off immediately. Okay. Don't just prolong what's going to happen later. And if you prolong it till later, it's going to be even more difficult and more painful the longer you wait. See what I'm saying? All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Leo friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.